The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Toe to leather, and this game is underway. And end-over-end kick will come down to Hightower at the 2 over the right hashes. Tries the left side. He's across the 20 and has a seam. He's across the 30 and 40. Hightower in a foot race. Cuts back across the 40. Back left past the 20 and 15. Hightower is all the way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. There is a flag. The 15-yard line. Is this potentially Carson-Newman's saving grace? Slot back right. Fullback is Sullins. They'll fake the toss. It's a reverse to Jeremiah Carroll to the right. Carroll across the 40. He's across midfield. Carroll in a foot race past the 30 and 25. Carroll outrunning everybody. Big time answer. Touchdown, Carson-Newman. Jeremiah Carroll, 64 yards on the reverse to the right. We got ourselves a track meet cooking early. Seibert drives Hightower 5 yards deep into the end zone. He's going to bring it out across the 10 and 15. That was a mistake. He gets planted by Carson-Newman's kickoff coverage team. Parker to the short side right. Whitson takes. Option keeper left side. Whitson fights through a tackle. Got a paw around his face mask. Drags the defender over the left hashes down to the 20-yard line. It is close to first down yardage for Zane Whitson. Out of the gun, takes the snap. Will hand off Parrish right side. The gap is filled immediately by Jet Jones, who comes up from his safety spot and puts a good stick on Parrish. Still good for 2 yards up to the 19. Leading. Carson-Newman scored the first 2 times they touched the football, and they'll give to Sullins on this drive. Dive is powering between the hashes, now bounces to the left side, and is brought to a halt by the official's whistle before it could reach Barton's sideline. First and 10. Whitson will fake the toss, roll to the right. Whitson wants to throw, sets, pressured. Whitson drops the football. Barton picks it up at the 29. Leach in a foot race along the left sideline. It's a foot race that Leach is going to win. Leach scores. Touchdown, Bulldogs. A 69-yard fumble recovery and return for a Barton touchdown. Carson-Newman's first turnover in 3 weeks. Exbone look at receiver each way. Whitson option pitch left side. Bradley across the 20, cut back right to the 15, hit from behind and driven down along the left sideline. Down at the 13 by Jones and Brady. Side right. Whitson takes, will give Sullins right side. High steps to the 5. Sullins spins around. Sullins is into the end zone. Touchdown, Carson-Newman. Jaden Sullins reaps his reward with a 13-yard rush. His 15th carry, he's up to a career-high 148 yards rushing, and the Eagles retake the lead, 20-17, with 6:29 to go in the second quarter. Yards of offense for the Eagles all on the ground. Norwood play fake, back to pass, he is sacked. Jimmy Olorinde wrestles him to the turf in the boundary left side, back at the 19. An 11-yard loss, and the Eagles get home against one of the toughest quarterbacks to sack in the country. Ferguson in motion that way. Whitson hands off to Sullins, straight ahead. Sullins fighting forward, pushing the pile. Sullins bursts free at the 15, still going. Sullins on his feet and out of bounds along the left sideline, down to the 12. That is a man's run from Jaden Sullins. Cousins, the man that finally forced him out as he broke 4 tackles to gain 14 yards down to the 12. First down, Eagles. Whitson takes, rolls right. Whitson throws right quarter of the end zone. It's complete near the pylon, but he's out of bounds at the 1. Jeremiah Carroll in single coverage catches it in front of Colby Anderson and moves the sticks for 9 yards down to the 1. First and goal, Carson-Newman. Zane Whitson under center takes the snap, pushes forward. Zane Whitson, the surge. Where's the signal? There it is. Touchdown, Carson-Newman. A throwback drive for Carson-Newman. 15 plays, 75 yards. The Eagles eat up 8 minutes and 10 seconds of clock and add to their lead. It's 27-17 with 6:50 to go in the third quarter. From the right hashes for the Bulldogs at their own 38. Norwood hands off Davis again, picks his way left side, but Kendall Williams was right there to wrap him up for no gain from behind around the shoulders with assistance from Ja'Cory Long. We go 9th play coming up. Snap back and hand off Davis right side. He is met in the backfield by Christian Hicks and tackled for a loss 2 yards deep in the backfield, back at the 48. Well, Mike Turner, Eagles certainly won that down. Christian Hicks, cannon shot from his Mike linebacker spot. 2. Whitson out of the flex bone, takes and hands off to Sullen straight ahead. Fights out of one tackle, and he's running. Sullen's across midfield, steps through an arm tackle to the 45, and is actually knocked out of bounds before the 45, down at the 46-yard line by Stanley. To each way. Snap back to Norhead. As time pressured, hit by Ja'Cory Long, and sacked back at the 25-yard line. Barton had never given up more than a single sack in a game this season. Eagles have 2 today as Long shoots free to drop him for a 10-yard loss back to the 25. On 3rd and 17, Norwood's back to pass. Pressured from behind by Major Williams, and Williams sacks him with an assist from Brandon Dumazil. They knock him down back at the 19-yard line, a loss of 6. Sullen's the fullback. Whitson turns and gives to him. Sullen steps right and steps free along the right sideline. Sullen's huge gap across midfield, and he's dragged down out of bounds in Barton territory. A flag flies. Dragged down out of bounds down at the 42. Jaden Sullins carves up more yards, 22 yards, and likely more coming as Sullins was dragged down after he was out of bounds. And some special teams miscue as Whitson takes the second knee, and the final seconds will bleed off the clock in this one. But an all-time great rushing performance by Jaden Sullins. 261 yards on the ground for Sullins. A top 10 rushing performance all time for the Eagles. Paves the way for Carson-Newman to stay unbeaten and get to 5-0 and 3-0 in South Atlantic Conference play. Mike Turner, buzzer and ball game. Eagles win behind stellar work out of Carson-Newman fullback Jaden Sullins.